Okay, Frank Nitty here again. The video's a little late this time, but it's alright. Tuesday isn't bad. Anyway, I want to go ahead and give my thoughts on the Packers' victory over the Lions. Uh, I'm not sure how I should feel about this game. I mean, you should always be happy that your team wins. That is the most important thing because it's very hard to win in this league, and it's very hard to just be a consistent team and that wins and that has good records throughout the season. I know there's a lot of Browns fans out there and Raiders fans out there. They'll tell you how disappointing it is watching their teams flunk every fucking year. So I understand. And but being a Packers fan, we don't necessarily have to go through that, but it doesn't mean that we won't have issues with the team in general. And it's just the Packers came out and the offense was looking good again. Like the offense was clicking. Aaron was making throws. He was getting the ball out much more quicker. But I look at it as like the wide receivers were just wide open, man. You go back and look at the game. The Detroit Lions coverage was awful in that first half. The coverage that they had and whatever they would run on defense, it was just bad, man. And Aaron was able to pick it apart very easily. I'm not saying I'm not happy that the offense got it going, but I look at it also as the Lions were just playing really bad defensively. So, so with that being said, Aaron threw 4 touchdowns in that first half. Jordy Nelson overall caught 6 balls for over 105 yards. That's the majority of Aaron's targets went to. Nobody had more than one catch out of all our receivers. That's not good, man. Aaron overall completed only 15 passes, most of it coming in the first half. Now again, I keep saying first half because that's it. It was just night and day between the first half and the second half. The second half, the offense didn't do anything. The offense once again went back into a slump, and they just wasn't able to do much and only put up 3 points in total. While the Lions, on the other hand, were actually rallying to come back and almost did. The play calling got very conservative. I was really irritated and furious off of it because I just wanted to keep it going because I'm just like, listen, if the offense has got it going, then we need to consistently continue playing like that. I don't care what the score is. I really don't care. The we're up 31-3 at the start of the second half. Well, no, excuse me, we were up 31-3 until that late touchdown from the Lions at the end of the first half that I'm going to get to. But we got a nice lead. I don't want the play calling to get conservative because you look at now on the other side of the ball, the defense was getting shredded again. And who was mainly getting shredded? Demarius Randall. And like I said last week, this guy is horrible in coverage, man. The guy sucks. Okay, and I'm really just sick and tired of seeing him constantly giving up big plays, getting beat downfield very easily. I mean, Marvin Jones was not doing anything fancy to get open. He would just hit a couple of moves and boom, Darius Randall just gets held up, stunted, and freezes and gets himself beat. That touchdown at the end of first half was really hard to watch, and it just continued on as the game went on. Marvin Jones finished the game with over 200 yards receiving. Come on, man. That is unacceptable, man. I don't want to see that. I don't care if we won the game, okay? I don't want to see that. The defense, the secondary has got to play better than that. Demarius Randall, he needs to get his shit together, okay? If he's not going to play better than what he is, the dude needs to go. Okay, he needs to go or he needs to just sit on the bench. All right? I'm tired. I'm tired of it, man. I changed my Twitter name and all that to Demarius Randall is shit because he's garbage. Now I understand Sam Shields and Morgan Burnett were not playing in this game, but that's no excuse, man. Not for me. That's not an excuse. The secondary is not creating any turnovers. They're not making big plays at all. They're just giving up big plays, and they're getting shredded by opposing teams' wide receivers. This is 2 weeks in a row now, man. Defense has got to play better, and I'm just mainly talking about the secondary. The guys up front, they're doing what they have to, man. The Mike Daniels, Julius Peppers, Nick Perry, those guys, they're playing all right. They're doing a good job stopping the run. They're only giving up about 2, maybe less than that yards per carry. So the run defense is looking good. So the guys up front, they're not the problem. It's the secondary. I think we all can agree on that. It's the secondary. The guys up front are not the issue. And it's just, when they're not always going to be able to get pressure. They're not always going to get home. So the secondary has got to play better, man. Period. And as far as the offense goes, one half is not going to all of a sudden change everything. Okay? Is it a step in the right direction? Yes, it is, but it doesn't mean that everything is just fixed, because there were still some things, there was still some throws that and looks, that the way Aaron looked, that I still was like a little iffy about. I still don't feel like he's back to that same old Aaron Rodgers. No, one half is not going to do it, man. You got to play consistently like that for the entire game and for the rest of the season. All right, so I understand. So if there's Packers fans out there who are a lot more excited or feel like, oh, everything's back to normal, no, don't get your hopes up just yet. Consistency. Can't barely say that word, but they gotta consistently play like that, man. All right, so right now we're going into a very early bye week, which I don't like early bye weeks at all. But we're already banged up, and I guess it can help some of the guys get healthier over the week. But as of right now, we won't know exactly what direction this offense is going in the long run until we see them play again in October. So that's all I get, man. Yeah, I'm still not impressed. One half is not going to do it, and the defense, mainly the secondary, and Demarius Randall in particular, either needs to step it up. Period. I do not want to see another game of us giving up so many big plays and receiving yards to one guy. I don't want to see that again. But that's all I got. Peace.